Hey everybody, Christine here from my life and spiritual coaching. It is April 2023 and this month's theme is what is your body trying to tell you? And this is a good one. It really is, because many times our bodies give us signs and signals to say, hey, slow down. Hey, get some rest. Hey, you're hungry. Those kinds of things. And, a lot of times we just pass them off as whatever. But what I'm here to tell you today is notice really how your body feels mentally, emotionally, physically. Okay, even spiritually, we can feel disconnected. And our bodies will tell us that, because most of what happens here, right inside here. Your mental status is what keeps us going. You know what I mean? And what the mind believes, the mind can achieve. And that is true. That is part of manifesting. That is part of law of attraction, or the secret, or whatever you want to call it. And for those of you who don't believe in law of attraction, it's a real thing. Look it up, okay? Because law of attraction is just as real as the law of gravity. You can't feel gravity, but it's there. It holds us down. The law of manifesting or the law of attraction, the same thing. You put things out there, you get things back. So be careful what you ask for. Because good, bad, or otherwise, however you put it out there is how you're going to get it back. Your body will do the same thing. So if your mental state is in a state of, I'm not good enough, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm too short, I don't have enough money, all I have is bills, nobody loves me, I can't find a good partner, my job sucks, I can never get a decent job, my boss sucks, my coworkers suck, oh my God. Ever notice people like that? And nothing against them, because sometimes we get stuck in that mental state of the emotions, the roller coaster of emotions stay more in the negative sense than in the positive sense. But those kinds of people, you will notice, will hold that energy, because that's what they continuously put out there. So the more you put it out there, the more the universe gives you what you're putting out there. Now, if you're somebody who's like, well, for me, okay, I'll tell you exactly how I feel mentally. I am not afraid to give my age. I am 55 years old. 3 kids, right? Great job. I love what I do. But I always think of myself as 35. At 35, I felt great. Yeah, I was busy running around with kids and, infants at the time. And I'm like, but that's okay. I feel 35. My bones don't ache. My joints don't hurt. I don't have arthritis. I don't have any of that. I feel good. I sleep well. I eat well. I mean, the only thing I can admit to is maybe I need to lose a few pounds, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I look at my life in a good sense of positivity and being happy and being well and being energetic and, so on and so forth. So therefore, that's where I'm at. Now, mind you, anything can happen to my body at any given time, because just like the rest of you, I am a human being who goes through my own life lessons, where at one point I may turn around and start moving in a direction of drama or trauma or something going on in my life, where if I'm not careful and I don't set some boundaries and stay positive about it, it has a negative influence on me, and then I feel it. So we're going to get really into talking about what your body is trying to tell you. So your body will tell you over and over and over and over and over again when you need to rest. Okay? How many of you out there have been running around like ragged? Get up, get the kids ready, get off to work, go do this. I belong to this club, this group, this thing, that thing. I got doctor's appointment, I got this to do, I got that to do, I got a fundraiser, I got kids, I got work, I gotta get to bed, I didn't sleep very well. It's like, go. Want to work extra? Sure, I'll work extra. Work some more. And before you know it, your body's like, oh, say no. You gotta slow down. You gotta get some rest. You're overtired. You gotta slow down. You gotta rest. And then all of a sudden, boom, right? What happens? Oh my God, I have a cold. I have the flu. I can't move. I can't get up. I'm so sick. Well, guess what? The universe was telling you, your body was telling you, slow down, say no. You can only do so much. There's only so many hours in a day. So your body will do that to you. It will shut you down, okay? Some of the other things as we go through, every part of your body stands for something emotional or mental connected to it. And I'm a firm believer that when we are in a physical state of illness or dis-ease, okay, it's because of emotional or mental unbalance. Now, mind you, before anybody goes, wait a minute, how about people that are born with things? Well, that happens. Some people are born with sickness or a dis-ease, okay? And I truly believe that when we come to this earth to live a life, that we pick and choose what we want to deal with. We pick and choose our parents, our siblings, more of our family, friends, experiences we're going to go through, lessons that need to be learned, so on and so forth. And yes, when you're on the other side and everything's perfect, you may be one of those people who goes, hey, I want to experience cancer. Or, hey, I want to experience, I don't know, colitis. I don't know, whatever it is, because some people are born with things. And that's because that is the challenge that they have chosen to go through. Why would we pick that? Who knows? I guess we'll know more once we pass and go back home to the other side. All I can say is many of us who pick those big things to deal with in this lifetime are very old souls, very strong souls. So, excluding the people that are born with things that may or may not go away, but even their mental state is huge, because their mental state and their emotional state will determine how long they're here. And it also depends on what their path is in their contract that they made. Because maybe their contracts, okay, for example, children. How many times have we seen children born with cancer, leukemia, all these different things? It's like, why would God do that? Well, God didn't do that. That pure little soul picked that. And maybe they're only going to live 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years. And it's not because they're not positive or not uplifted or whatnot, not in a good emotional state or mental state. They could be in the best emotional and mental state imaginable. But their lesson is to bring lessons to others. So maybe their mom and dad need to learn something. Maybe their mom and dad need to see things in a different light. If you can take this pure little child who is going through such an illness and they can be so positive and uplifting and grateful, then why can't we do that in total health? Maybe it's to bring love back between the two people, because maybe they've been at odds. So maybe that child is here for a reason. So again, there's many different scenarios, but excluding, those scenarios I just talked about, everyday life, we go through stuff. So if you are one of those people that is go, 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 and all of a sudden, boom, your body shuts you down, say thank you, because you needed it. Yes, we don't like to be sick. We don't like to have the flu or a cold or whatever it is, but say thank you because you didn't want to listen. So this is the only way you're going to stop. Other ways of feeling things. And again, here we go with the mental, emotional connection to the physical. All right. I do Reiki on people. And when I put my hands on their head and I feel this vibration like crazy in my hands and excessive heat, right away, I know that they are a super overthinker. Their mind is always going. It never stops. They overthink. Now you move down, okay, to the neck and shoulders. Now, many of you who have had massage, I need a massage. I got knots. I got tension. I got this. I got that. That's stress, right? Because we do this, right? And you can feel it. You're like, oh, man, my shoulders hurt. My neck hurts. Like, what is this? It's your body going, hey, you're stressed. You're tense. You need to let go, okay? And we don't like to let go. We like to hold on to stuff, right? When you talk about shoulders, this is a big one when I'm doing Reiki. I do people's shoulders. It's not one of the usual hand positions, but I like to do the shoulders because that's where the stress and tension is. So when I put my hands on their shoulders to pass some energies, to get them to go down, right? Relax, let go. But then I feel the shoulders. And so you know, and mind you, I am picking up my right hand, and I know in video sometimes it comes out backwards, but my right hand, so right side is your male side, your intellectual side, okay? Left side, female side, emotional side. So when those sides are off, they should always be in balance. Or, you know, a little variation like this, but some people are like this, wicked emotional, don't think clearly. Then you have the people that overthink and analyze and oh my God, 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 without connecting to that emotional side where you can connect with source and have clarity of what you need to do. So we need to try to hold it here. Little fluctuation, not bad. Big fluctuations, no good, okay? There's got to be a balance between both. So as we get to the shoulders, the right shoulder is finances. So if you catch yourself like, oh, you know, what's up with my shoulder? It's killing me. And granted, I know some of you are laborers and you're always with the arms, always with the arms. That's understandable. But when it's hurting, when it shouldn't hurt, pay attention. Are you worried about money? Are you worried about bills coming up? Are you worried about something you're going to have to spend money on? You know, maybe you own your own home and you know that, like myself, oh boy, I need a roof, right? Where do you come up with that much money, right? So you start thinking like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Don't do that. Let it go. Let it go. Let it unfold. Law of attraction. Universe, I could really use some extra money or the means to achieve that amount of money so I can fix my roof. Okay? Different lesson for a different time. Now, as we move on to the left shoulder is family. So if you have family issues, drama, trauma, whatever it is, and family could be anybody that's that very close to you. So mom, dad, sister, brother, grandmother, grandfather, okay? It could even be your best friend. It could be your spouse or your significant other, whoever that is, okay? You know, just like, wow, what is going on with my left shoulder? I don't get it. Pay attention. Has there been anything going on with you and someone else that you're close to? Okay? Chest. Whew, that's a toughie. When I'm working on people, right away, you know, when I get to the heart center, one hand on the heart and one below on the solar plexus. This heart chakra, oh, I will feel it. The hands will get hot, 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 hot. I'll start feeling vibration, maybe even a little tingling, and I can feel it within my own body. It's like, wow. Like I can either feel it like heart palpitations, like my heart hurts, or I might feel like I got to take a deep breath, right? Because maybe they're not speaking, maybe they're not expressing, and that's where your lungs come in, which are connected to your heart chakra. Now, the person laying there, you'll know, they know when they're holding on to stuff, okay? Whether you've broke up with your significant other, maybe you've had a loss, maybe you don't love yourself enough, maybe you're depressed, which would sit in that heart chakra of how you feel about yourself, right? All that sits there. Any trauma that you have dealt with in the past, and it could have been, I'm 55, maybe something happened to me when I was 2 or 3, you know what I mean? That would be in there. If I've never let it go, that would be in there. So as I'm doing Reiki on this person, they will tell me later, like, you know, and my hands are only there 3 to 5 minutes. It's not that it's that long. And they'll be like, you know, I was about ready to tell you to get off my chest because I couldn't breathe. I felt like an elephant was sitting on me. But the minute you moved your hands, it felt like it got lifted and was torn away. And it was like, wow, I can breathe. Okay? So your chest will hold in that stress and that tension of anything to do with the heart center. Anything to do with the lungs, expression, things like that. Now, as you move down into the stomach area, now your liver is on your right. Your liver holds anger, repressed anger. So it's not something you got mad about yesterday. It's stuff that you've been holding on to that you haven't let go. Your pancreas on your left side, directly across, okay, that processes your emotions and then they filter out your liver. Well, if you're not processing your emotions, your pancreas will feel hot and tingling. And then of course, if you're not processing, they don't get filtered. So therefore the anger sits there. It just sits there in that liver, right? Now you need your liver to live. So pay attention. Let things go. Okay? As you move down to right below your belly button, that's your sacral center. That's where your emotions sit. So that's also your reproductive area. It's also your intestines and all that. So if you start noticing you've been having issues with your intestines, or you've been having issues with your reproductive area, maybe if you're a female, your menstrual cycles have been really bad or really painful. And I know some people experience those things. But again, is there anything connected to you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whether feminine or masculine, that is messing with that? Okay. We can go and, oh my God, there's so many things that we can look at to see what's going on with you. You know what I mean? Let's see what else. As we move down, we get into the hips. So the hips are something else that I notice with people, that when they're not moving forward, when they're kind of stuck, and mentally and emotionally, you need to let go, you need to move forward, but you're not doing it, your hips will start to ache. Your legs might ache, your knees, your ankles might ache, okay? If you're not well grounded, you would feel that in your feet. You'd feel like, I'm just not connected. See, that comes here. So if you're not feeling connected, you don't have clarity, my brain fog, I guess is what they call it. What is going on with me, right? It's because you're not grounded. So check your feet. Why aren't you grounded? Everything that we connect with connects in that way of, I don't know. It's just the mental, the emotional connectedness, the physical connectedness. And if we're not grounded, we're not going to be anywhere but all over the place. Okay, so that's the best way I can describe it. Trying to think of some other things. Your back. Okay, we'll go there. Your back. So your back, a lot of people, I got back issues, I got back issues. Well, one, if we're hunched all the time because we're working on a computer or at a desk or whatever, well, think about that. Yes, it's your physical posture, but at the same time, why do you sit like that? Why don't you sit up straight? Why isn't your head up, right? We could be at a desk. I sit at a desk. When I'm not working with clients, I'm at the desk and I do all the computer work for sisters. So I'm always doing that, but I never find myself all hunched and sore because I will hold myself up high. So maybe it's something mental or emotional going on with you as to why you hunch. Think of it, folding yourself in so you can't be seen. Does that make sense to you? So bring yourself up, sit tall, right? Let people see who you are. And I know sometimes it's about, self-confidence maybe, personal power. We're afraid to show ourselves because maybe when we were younger, we were told to be seen and not heard, or go away, get away from the adults. It's our time. You need to go in your room. Like they didn't want to see you, which I'm sure from a perception of that generation, that's not what they wanted. It's not that they didn't want to see you like ever. It just means, okay, we're having adult time. So I'm asking you if you could go play in your own place. You know what I mean? That would make sense. But back then, that's not how they talked. So hopefully today, a lot of the newer generation and my generation talk differently to their kids. Anywho, your back. So get back to that. Lower back, okay? If your lower back is constantly bothering you, why? Think about it. That's connected to finance as well, okay? In the sense of support, because you think about it, your back is your support system. If your back is junk, forget it, right? Your lower back is finance. Middle back, okay, is support, as in emotional support. Do you feel unsupported by your significant other, by your family, by your friends, whatever it is, okay? Upper back, the weight of the world, right? Shoulders, back, right here. The weight of the world on me, okay? Like, get off my back, a monkey on my back. That sits right up here, okay? So what do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? because holding the whole world on your back is useless. You can't do anything with it. You can only deal with one thing at a time, right? So those are a few things that connect the mind-body connection, okay? One other thing, and I started with this when we first began on the video, was the way we think, the way we talk. So the person who's always, oh, I never feel good, I'm always sick, oh, what else is going to happen, you know? Oh, always me, right? Notice those words. Again, we get back into the law of attraction thing. So one thing I want to bring up, there's a couple of different books I want to talk about. The first one is Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. And that's by Carol Trueman, and Carol spelled with a K. And her book is amazing. Excuse me. I've had her book for years and years, and I use it a lot. In her book, it is like 85% talking to you on how to think and how to talk. Then the very back of the book is an index that if my big toe hurts, it's because of this. Or if my back hurts, it's because of that. I have asthma, it means this. You know, I have eczema, it means this. You know, she has a whole index back there. Whatever your physical ailment is connected to what emotional ailment is creating it. Okay? But in her book, she explains that how we talk and how we think is what creates this discord in our bodies. Okay? So think of it this way. We were talking about law of attraction. We talk about right shoulder, finance, right? Oh, I never have money. I'm always broke. I never have money. I'm always broke. Oh man, my shoulder's been killing me. I don't know why. Okay? That's how it works. Whether you say it out loud or you think it, that's how it works. So same thing, they may have lower back issues all the time. Oh, my lower back's always killing me. Like, oh my God, I wish it'd go away. And, oh, what else can go wrong? And, you know, it goes on and on and on. If you have somebody who's a little more experienced in the mind-body connection, like myself, for example, if something hurts on me, first thing I'm saying is, okay, what's off? I'm not saying, what did I do? I'm saying, what's off? Because I know something is off. And I look at my life and I'm going, what's going on with me right now? What am I connecting with that I'm looking at wrong, or I'm doing wrong, or I'm thinking wrong, or holding on to that I shouldn't hold on to? And I usually figure it out. I'm like, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? So that's something we all need to learn. And mind you, I was not like this 17 years ago. I was just like, yep, this is bad. This isn't good. This isn't happening. I'm this, I'm that. You learn as you go. So you're not going to fix yourself overnight, but you will fix yourself. So as I go on to say, sorry. So, you know, the way we talk really affects us in a way that the mind-body connection can be so unbalanced. So, for example, what have we been taught to say when you don't feel good? I'm sick. I have a cold. I have the flu. I have cancer. I have colitis. Now, if you say to me, I have a car, what does that mean? Well, that means you own a car. It is yours to keep. It is yours and nobody else's. So when you say, I have a headache, I have cancer, I have a flu, now mind you, yes, you may have something like that, but it doesn't belong to you. And that's what we don't get. It does not belong to you. It is only something you are experiencing. So you can say, I am experiencing a headache, or I feel a headache, because that's what it is. It's a feeling. Okay? I am experiencing a cold. I feel like I have a cold coming on. You don't say I have, because I have, as they taught in English class, is claiming something as your own, right? I have means it's yours. Okay? So I know it's kind of difficult. It's like, well, wait a minute, come on. I mean, I've been talking this way my whole life. But again, if you turn around and say, oh, I have a cold, but you're a very positive, uplifting person, but you know what? It's okay because it's going to pass and I'm going to feel better. That changes things. You know what I mean? You're not somebody who's going, oh my God, I have a cold. Oh my God, I'm always sick. Oh, why is it always me? Why? There's a big difference there, okay? But when these things happen, there's a discord in your body and you become sick, whether it be a simple headache, the flu, the cold, or a dis-ease, really look at your life and say, hey, what's going on, okay? You ever get a UTI? Who you pissed off at? That's really what it comes down to. Because UTI is a urinary tract infection, so therefore we get the analogy, right? Who are you pissed off about? Or what are you pissed off about, okay? So kidneys, bladder, okay, UTI, any of that has to do with anger, okay? Your liver has to do with anger. Cold sores, fever blisters, anger. I know because I've looked all these up because they connect with people I know. You get to know the routine of what's what and what connects with what. If you're somebody who always has joint pain, my knees hurt, my ankles hurt, my elbow hurts, my wrist hurts, flexibility. You're not being flexible somewhere in your life, mentally or emotionally, okay? Think about that. And sometimes we're very stubborn. You know, maybe we're having a little something with somebody and they're like, yes, and you're like, no, and they're like, yes, and you're like, no. And instead of just, you know what, let's be flexible about this. I'll let it pass, but you know what, I need to do this instead. Whatever the situation is, okay? That's being flexible. Compromise, okay? Fingers, that's my favorite. So when I do Reiki, I can feel what goes on with the person I'm working on. And spirit will make me feel something to let me know, hey, pay attention because this is what's going on with them. So I've come to learn different parts of the body mean different things. So your hands are amazing. Your fingers all mean something. So let me do this way. Your thumb. You ever catch yourself hold your thumb like this? So you're putting your hands together. You know, instead of doing one of these, you kind of hold your thumb. That means you're worried. Thumb means worry. Your pointer is fear. The middle finger is anger. Makes sense. The ring finger is grief. And the pinky is pretense or procrastination. Okay? So every one of those fingers means something. So when I'm doing Reiki on somebody, and let's say I have my hands on their shoulders, and all of a sudden my thumb starts buzzing or get little, I'll call it little shoots of pain. Not bad pain, but just like little jolts. And it's like, oh, okay, I feel something in my thumb. And I feel it on their right shoulder. I'm like, okay, what is all this human stuff you're worried about? Okay? It's not emotional. It's masculine side. It's the intellectual side. So it's the overthinking and worrying. And guaranteed every time they go, wow, yeah, how did you know that? And I'm like, my thumb hurts. Okay? So everything means something. Okay? If you're having trouble hearing, it's like, wow, I don't know, lately I just can't hear right. Well, what is it you don't want to hear? Same thing with your eyes. If you suddenly need glasses for reading, let's say, and it's got nothing to do with age, I'm talking about in general, you may turn around and say, gee, I really, I'm having trouble reading. I guess I need glasses. I'm like, well, what is it you're not seeing that's right in front of you? And I know somebody with that exact same problem. Always focusing on what's going to happen 20 years from now. Always focusing on what's going to happen later. Not what's right. Complaining about, I don't have this and I don't have that. I'm like, can you not see what's like right in front of you? There are a lot of things right in front of you to be grateful for. Stop worrying about the stuff that's so far away. Worry about the right here and now and what's right in front of you. You have so much to be grateful for what is right here. But this person just couldn't see that. And well, that's their issue, not mine, and their lesson to learn. So yes, they started wearing glasses to read because they couldn't see what was right in front of them. Same thing if you suddenly need glasses for distance. Why are you worried about what's coming up in the future? I tell people all the time, I said, not to sound so gruesome, but we could all be dead tomorrow. This whole earth could blow up and you're all worried about 20 years from now when we could all die tomorrow. Keep yourself in the present moment. Yes, we can focus on some things for our future, like some of us have pensions, we have IRAs, 401ks, retirement we look forward to. Okay, yeah, that's something that's there. And Okay, but it's there and it'll do its thing. I'm not going to sit there and hyper focus on, oh my God, am I going to be able to retire in 20 years? 20 years, that's a long time. You know, why am I wasting all my energy and worry now on something that's 20 years away? Yes, we can be mindful of it, but we're not going to hyper focus on it. So maybe if you're having trouble seeing far away, it's because you're too focused on what's ahead. Never mind what's ahead. Focus on here and now. Okay. So these are a lot of the little things that kind of connect with the mind-body experience. And if you really focus on what's going on with your body, you'll know right away what's wrong. So if you're like, wow, I don't understand. How did I get a cold? I don't know. Like, okay, well, first of all, have you been working too much? Have you not been resting? And if you're not resting, why aren't you resting? Are you stressing out because maybe you don't have enough money for certain bills? Okay, so now you're hyper focused on the bills, and now your stress levels are going up, your tension's going up. Oh my God, I got the weight of the world. Oh, my shoulders are killing me. Mom, my back hurts. It's like, oh, it just goes and goes and goes and goes. It's crazy, and it's all connected, and I can guarantee you, it all connects on a way that is just incredible. Give me 10 seconds. Hold on. So here we go. I have to read this for you because it's amazing. So again, talking about, all these different things. I'm getting there. Sorry. All these things that, connect. Oh, here we go. So I did in my book, emotional distress, I talked about in my book. And this is the mind-body connection. So if you got something physical, what is going on with you mentally or emotionally? So I want to read a few just to give you an idea, okay? So headaches. Headaches are the inability to resolve emotional upsets, feelings of inner pressure working on you, right? Makes sense? Shoulders, again, right side, finance, left side, family. Both shoulders, feeling like the whole weight of the world is on you, right? Makes sense. Your liver, holding anger. Hips, fear of making decisions, nothing to look forward to, right? Moving forward. Legs, fear of moving forward, fear of change. Acne, feelings of guilt, self-rejection. Allergies, suppressing, weeping, denying one of their own power. Okay, personal power. Sinuses, being irritated by someone close to you. A rash, think of a rash, right? A rash is what? An irritation. So what's irritating you? Think of it that way. What or who is irritating you? Insomnia, tension, fear, anxiety, deep-seated grief. Addictions, distorted memory of the DNA, disapproval of self, feeling of void in the soul. And of course, a lot of addictions come from anger, repressed anger. And addictions can be anything from drugs, alcohol, sugar, food, shopping. I mean, you name it, smoking. I mean, there's so many things we can get addicted to. Ankles, fear of failure, having a cold, meaning unkind feelings towards someone or confusion in life, or of course, working way too hard. Because what I'm reading out of my book is just snippets. It's not everything, okay? Eczema, oversensitive, unresolved hurt feelings. Knee problems, inability to be flexible. Stubborn, wants their own way, or your ego gets in the way. Someone who bites their nails, unfulfilled desires. Frustrations, spiteful towards parents. Nose, if your nose is blocked, runny or stuffy, not enjoying life, crying on the inside, not accepting your worth. Pimples, unresolved frustration, hidden anger, okay? And just a couple more. Shingles, fears things won't work the way you want, ongoing tension concerning a situation. Your stomach, fear of new ideas, lack of affection. If you're underweight, it's worries, fears, or distrusting life. And on the opposite side, overweight a lot of times has to do with protection, trying to hide. Okay. And that makes very, very much sense for myself. Okay. Just because of the situation I was in 10 years ago, between what goes on with my body physically as a woman and the stuff I was going through, I started putting on weight. And I was like, what is happening to me? And I'm like, oh, here we go. I am putting my protection bubble up. So that's what that was. Varicose veins, pronounced tension, feelings of being overburdened. Your wrists, holding on to old beliefs about life or self, imbalance in giving and receiving. Warts, not seeing the beauty in life, feelings of hate. So those are just a few. And, like I said, Carol Trueman's book is amazing. Like I said, 85% of that book is how to talk and how to think without using words that make you attach yourself to these situations. Because again, if you're not well, it's not because you have something. You don't own it. You feel it. You experience it. That's what it's really about. So yes, I am experiencing a headache because of my stress. So now I do something to reduce the stress. I got to learn to let go. Take away some of the excess work I've put on myself. You know what I mean? I can't take care of the whole world. I can only take care of me. Everybody else has to get in line and wait their turn. So it's about thinking, it's about talking, because we do a lot of negative talk, negative self-talk, I should say, or self-thinking, and we're in our heads, and it's like, we can put on the good persona and go, oh, I love doing that. I'm great at it. I'm so excited to be a part of it. And then inside you're going, oh my God, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. What are people going to think? What do they think of what I look like, what I sound like, and it all spirals. It all spirals. So think about that. When you're not feeling well, you're experiencing or feeling whatever's going on with you. And whatever's going on with you, kick back to the emotions and the mental state and say, okay, what's going on with me? All right. Work on that. The other book that I also love very much, and I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of it, but it is Louise Hay, How to Heal Your Life. And you can look it up online. If you type in Louise Hay, How to Heal Your Life, mental versus physical, or emotional versus physical, you'll get spaces where there's like pages that come up and will show you lists of physical and emotional imbalances. And she's just a great woman. I've actually been honored to have seen her 3 times in New York City. And she was great. She was great. Never a negative word out of her mouth. I think only the last time I saw her, was it Michelle Williams? No, not Michelle Williams. Oh my God, isn't that awful? I can't think of her name. Anyhow, her co-host happened to catch her in a negative word, and it was hysterical because she didn't even realize she had said it. But she was an amazing woman. She really was. So her book, How to Heal Your Life, is amazing as well. She talks about the good, the bad, the ugly, so on and so forth, being positive, being negative, and all that. And in the back of her book, same thing. She will have a list of physical ailments connected to the emotional, mental issue that created it. But the addition to her book is, with every one of those comes with an affirmation on how to turn that thought process around. So, for example, say somebody's got a cold or a sore throat. Let's go with the sore throat. Sore throat would be connected to your throat chakra, obviously. And, somebody might say, well, oh, I always have a sore throat. I always have a sore throat. I don't understand what's going on. Well, a throat has to do with, one is speech. Are you communicating? Are you saying what you need to say? Maybe you're somebody who lets people walk all over you, and instead of saying something because you don't like conflict, and that's me, I've learned I've had to say things. But if that's the case, then your throat chakra will crunch up, shrink up, or discolor, or whatever it is. And then therefore, all of a sudden, now a sore throat starts. So why is your throat sore? You need to speak up. So, well, I'm afraid to speak up. Okay, so Louise will turn that around to, I am always, I am, okay? That's claiming who you are. I am always open to discussion. I find discussing my issues easy. We turn it around. We retrain the brain, okay? So if you're like me and you came from a generation of kids are to be seen and not heard, that meant you could be there, but you can't talk. And as you get older and things arise, you're like, I'm here, but I can't talk. So it's been a challenge for myself as well. So the fact that I've gone from I don't talk to anybody to healing people with Reiki, doing readings, doing coaching, doing classes, doing videos, talking to you people, I'm like, look at me go, look at me go. So things change. They do change. It starts here. You know, granted, I've had some great teachers that have helped me along the years with their classes and their ways of doing things that have helped me to get where I need to be. So it's just amazing how it works. But it's a work in progress. You know, it really is. It's a work in progress. So what I want to finish with, again, Carol Truman, Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. Amazing book, okay? Louise Hay, How to Heal Your Life. And both of those will have an index in the back with illnesses connected to the emotional mental state. The only difference with Louise is hers has affirmations to change your thought process on that particular issue. So, you know, look into those. Those are amazing. They really are. So the last thing I want to do with you is to explain how to do a body scan for yourself. And a body scan is just that. We're going to do a simple little meditation where you're going to be able to sit back and close your eyes and do the meditation as I guide you through it. And from there, you can use it anytime. It's easy enough to remember. You can use it anytime to, you know, check in with yourself. You know, what's going on with me? Okay. Some other body issues that can go on may not necessarily be your own, but other people can create issues in your body. You know, so this is where a body scan is good, okay? And please don't worry if you're not visual enough, or I don't know if I'm going to do it, I don't know if I can feel it or see it. You know what? You go with what you feel, what you see, what you sense, what you know. That's, you know, if I say, what do you see on your shoulder? Right away, something pops up, that's your answer, okay? So pay attention. First thing that pops up is your answer. Don't discredit it. Don't toss it aside. Don't think I'm being stupid. No, not at all. And if you get nothing, you get nothing. Don't worry about it, but keep practicing. You will get it, okay? Again, I've been doing this for 17 years. I am way further than I was 17 years ago, but I know as a human being like the rest of you, I still got more to go. And we all have more to go. We have a long life ahead of us, and we're always going to learn no matter what. So when you do this meditation, I want you to go ahead, and you can do it quickly now while you're listening. I'm going to do a shortened version of it. But again, you take as long as you want when you do it on your own. Find a comfortable place to sit. Someplace that's quiet. You can put a little background music on if you want, a little meditation music, okay? Make sure your phone is off, no electronics. You don't want to be disturbed. This is your time, self-care, okay? Dim the lights, shut the lights off, do whatever you want. Do it outside if you like. You can do that as well. Sometimes the sounds of nature help to bring you down, okay? All right, so you've closed your eyes. You're in a nice quiet place. All electronics are off. Nobody's going to bother you. As your eyes are closed, you take a nice deep breath in through the nose. In. And then exhale. And don't be afraid to make some noise. There's nobody here making fun of you. Nobody cares, okay? Breathe in. And out. One more time. Breathe in. And out. Just notice with that breath, already the shoulders are coming down. You're feeling a little more, okay, melting into your seat, okay? So now I want you to take a moment and I want you to breathe in. And as you breathe in, just envision that air that you're breathing in right now is healing, relaxing energy. And as it goes into your mouth, it fills your whole face. Ready? In, fills your face, fills your neck, your shoulders, right? Your chest, gently flowing down your arms. As you breathe in again, more energy comes in and now it moves down your back through your spine, all the way down to your lower back, your tailbone, even your belly in the front now. You can feel the energy flowing, right? Breathing in one more time. Exhale. Now feel that energy as it moves from your upper torso down to your lower torso, into your hips, into your legs, all the way down to your feet. You may even feel your feet start to tingle a little bit. And that's just the energy. It's just the energy. So now what I want you to do is allow yourself to relax more and more, okay? As you listen to my voice, you just relax more and more. Now envision from your feet, and again, if you can't visualize, feel it, sense it, and just know it. Your intention is your strength. So my intention is that roots from a tree are coming out of my feet, going into the ground, right into Mother Earth. And the roots are hooking into the dirt to ground me, to hold me down and ground me, keeping me on this earthly plane. Now, you may feel a little heavier in your chair, and that's normal. Now envisioning a beautiful room, like a bedroom, okay? Beautiful white walls, white flowing curtains, the temperatures are perfect, right? The furniture may be white, maybe marble, or maybe it's some nice black wood with all the white, whatever you want, it's your space. But in the space, there is a huge mirror in the corner. And what I want you to do is go stand in front of that mirror. See yourself just standing in front of the mirror. And again, you can see it, sense it, feel it, or just know it, okay? Listen to the thoughts and the ideas that just pop into your head as I talk you through this. Those will be your answers. Those will be your messages. It's not just you thinking. Trust it. Trust in what we're doing. As you stand in front of this mirror, I want you to look at yourself. Look at the top of your head. Do you see anything there? Is there anything heavy on top of your head? Is there anything stuck into your head? Is there a color that maybe pops in? Now move down your face. Do you see anything on your face? Any shadows, any discolorations, any objects? And when I say objects, just know what I mean is when we think about what other people do and say to us, sometimes it's like, as they say, my friend stabbed me in the back. Those are the things we're looking for. You may actually see or sense a knife in your back or somewhere else on your body. Anybody that's holding you back may put something around your ankles or your feet so you cannot move forward. These are the things we'll be looking for. So just keep going with me. Anything on the face, anything on the shoulders. Do you look like you have bricks on your shoulders or rocks on your shoulders? Are your shoulders dark in color as you look at them? Look down your arms, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers. Do you see anything? Do you feel any bit of discomfort or any bit of pain or tingling, vibration? Pay attention to all those little things, okay? Now look at your chest. Do you see anything there? Are you someone that's going through grief? Do you actually see in the mirror a heart shape with a crack in it, meaning you have a broken heart? Do you see that? Look at your lungs. Your lungs look like veins of a tree, the roots, right? Do the veins look clear? Do they look cloudy? Do they look dark? Go down to your belly. Any darkness? Any implements? Meaning, did somebody stab you? Did somebody put something on you? Is there, chains around your belly? Is there rope around your belly? I've talked about this before. Archangel Michael helped to cut the cords of attachment that I have to something else, or that the attachment someone has to me. Let's cut those. Now move down to your hips. Your hips and your reproductive area. Is there anything there? Any darkness? Is there any shackles? Is there any rope? Is there any implements? And keep moving down as you go down to your legs, your thighs, your knees, your ankles, your feet, even your toes. Look for shadows. Look for things that don't belong there. And now you're going to ask your reflection in the mirror to turn around, because in meditation you can do that. Look at the back of yourself. What's on the back of your head? Is there anything there? Is there anything on the back of your shoulders, your upper back? Follow the spine. Is there anything in the middle? Anything at the lower back? And again, anybody stab you in the back? And I'm not trying to be morbid. It's just an intention from other people. Anything on upper, middle, lower back? Going down to your hips. Do you see anything there? And then following the legs from the thighs to the calves to the heels. Do you feel anything there? Do you see anything? Any shadows, any implements, rope, cords, anything like that, chains, shackles, whatever it may be. So now, if you've seen anything there, this is where you want to pay attention. If you have one thing on your body, good for you. Ask right now, why is that thing on me? And listen to what pops in, or feel what pops in for you. What does it feel like? What's causing that? Is it someone or something? If you have multiple areas where you feel things, then by all means, ask individual, what created this? Did I create this? Did somebody put this here? What is my body trying to tell me, right? And then you can ask Archangel Michael, please remove all cords, threads, ropes, shackles, implements. Remove it now. Just remove it now. Archangel Raphael, please send green healing light to all the areas where something is removed and clear away any darkness, any shadowed areas, and fill me and my whole soul with green healing light energy. So now I have let go and I am healing. And then give yourself a little bit of time to do all this. Now look back up in the mirror. Is your backside clean? Meaning no more implements, no more cords, no more ropes, no more darkness. Allow your reflection to turn around and face yourself. Same thing. Is everything clean? No more implements, no more cords, no more shackles, no more anything. And if there's anything there, then again, bring in Michael, please remove it. Bring in Raphael, please heal that space. Bring healing energy so that I can heal. And then envision right above you a beautiful, beautiful big ball of white light. Okay? That is God's light, heaven's light, the universe's light, the creator's light, whatever you want to call it, however you want to connect to it. Okay? And as that light hovers right above you, you're going to take in a nice, big, deep breath. Breathe in through the nose for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulling in that light. And on the exhale, letting it flow right through your body from head to toe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you want, do that a few more times. Gently breathe in, sucking it in and exhaling as it flows down your body. Good. So now You've removed everything. You've checked in with yourself. You've gotten some answers as why some of the things were there, why your body feels the way it does. We've cleared it. We've healed it. We've brought in the good light, heaven's light. So you have now a heavenly connection while you're grounded and you're here, balanced. So now just allow yourself to bring your awareness all the way back to where you're sitting, bringing yourself all the way back, taking a nice deep breath, and then open your eyes. So now this meditation, it is amazing. It really is. This felt kind of quick, but you know what? It's okay. Because when you do it on your own, it's fairly easy. You can sit in that space as long as you want. And I would recommend doing this at least once a week. I mean, meditate every day by all means if you can. But this particular one, once a week. Because once a week, there's guaranteed going to be something there. There's going to be a cord. There's going to be shackles. There's going to be something, you know? And because you live life. Unless you sit in four walls 24/7, you live life. So you're going to come in contact with people and be in situations, and you're going to be places, and stuff's going to happen. And of course, you got to work on you. So you're running yourself ragged and your body's like, nope, time to shut down. Pay attention. Pay attention. You know what? Whatever needs to be done, it can get done tomorrow. It really can. Your well-being, your health is way more important than running around like a crazy person for someone else. And that is the truth. That is one thing I have learned over these past 17 years is I used to run around like a crazy person. It's like, I got it, I'll do it, I'm good, thank you very much. No, give me some more, whatever it is. And I was like, you know what? No. I work all day. I work 45 hours a week at least. I run classes, sometimes at night. So I go back to work. I still have my kids with me, even though they're finishing up college, they're still here. I have a house, I have a building, I have life. You know what I mean? We all have life. But you know what? Come the end of the day, yes, I sit myself down and I watch a little TV. I like to watch a nice movie or a good series or something like that. And I don't feel guilty that I'm sitting there doing nothing. Because you know what? I need my downtime. I deal with a lot of people and a lot of people's energies. I could use some downtime for sure. So it's fine. It's okay to sit still. We were not built to go 24/7. We were not meant to be running at 100 miles an hour all the time. Not at all. Granted, yes, we need to move, we need to work, we need to take care of ourselves, take care of our food, our necessities, our homes, our families, but we were not meant to drag ourselves around like a jackass for anyone and everything. Because I think we spend more time taking care of everything else and everyone else before we take care of ourselves. So keep that in mind. So yes, again, so last bit of info I want to tag on again is be mindful of your words and your thoughts, because anything can happen. I actually had a person tell me like, oh, I was so mad at my whoever it was that I just bit my tongue. I bit my tongue. And then I didn't see her for a long time. And then she showed up one day and I went, oh my gosh, how have you been? It's been a long time. She goes, I had to get surgery. I'm like, oh really? She goes, yeah, I had a hole in my tongue. I was like, seriously? And she's like, yep. But again, she kept holding back her words and just saying, no, I'm going to bite my tongue. Well, some way, somehow it happened. And some way, somehow she ended up with a hole in her tongue. Granted, now she's fine. But these are the things that we can create with our words and our thoughts. So stay strong, stay positive, be human, make mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward. So I hope you've enjoyed this month's talk. Listen to what your body's trying to tell you. Truly pay attention. Pay attention. Do your meditations at least once a week for that one. And meditate more when you can, but have some balance. Be a couch potato once in a while. It's okay. It's okay. The grass will wait. The house will wait. People will wait. It's not life or death. Take some time for yourself. All right. So yes, it's April 2023, and I will be back to you next month with some other great thing to talk about. All right. So have a great one, everybody. Thank you so much. Love you all. We'll talk soon.